Good morning everybody, and welcome to the Matrix Fitness Workout. Today we're live, it's Tuesday, 7:45 in the morning. What we're going to do today is take you through 3 rounds of exercise. It's all going to be body conditioning. What we're going to be doing is literally doing, first round it's going to be working on legs, second round is going to be working on core, and the third round we're going to work on fitness. So that's our theme for today. What I'm going to do is every single repetition with you, so if at any time you want to stop, check the screen, see what I'm doing, and then go back to it, that's absolutely fine. Also, if you're checking out the workout this morning, ready to see what it's going to be like, so you can do it at lunchtime, we'll be back at 12 o'clock, and also this evening at 5 o'clock as well. So plenty of opportunities to join us for this fantastic workout. All you need is a little bit of space, and you might like to pick up a mat, and make sure you've got a drink nearby you if you'd like as well. Other than that, what we're going to do is we're going to get started. First thing I want you to do is just open up your arms nice and wide. Just looking to try and get a bit of movement into your body. Just trying to free up through the shoulder joints. We are going to be down on the floor doing a little bit of work. It's just important to mobilise some of the joints as well. And what we do is just have a little rotation from side to side, just pivoting so that your feet start to rotate, your hips rotate, and all the way through into your thoracic spine, which is the upper back. That's what we're trying to get everything moving, just feel like it's nice and comfortable as well. And what we're going to do is just take a little half squat, so just lowering your hips down towards the floor, and then bring yourself back up again. I'm not looking for it to be too deep. What we're looking to do is just literally getting your body moving and just getting you to feel like your joints are getting better prepared for the workout, and also just recruiting some of those muscles just so we can start to increase the difficulty if at any time you feel like you want to get after it today. Brilliant. Okay, let's get you skipping. So just moving on the spot, just imagine you've got a little bit of a skip mode. Just pushing off the floor. It's time to start to get your heart rates up a little bit more. And once we start to get your heart rates up, what we can do is start to push you a little bit further. Now just scissor the legs from me forwards and backwards. So just imagine that skip rope's coming up and over the head, pushing off the floor, getting your body moving. Bring yourself side to side, just with your feet together again. Okay, put a little twist into this as well. Got a little bit of these later on. Good. Okay, that's normal skipping just in the centre. A little bit forwards and backwards. Good. Now just give me a little bit of a jumping jack as well. So just taking the arms around about shoulder height. We're just going to build these up progressively. What we want to do is make sure that you're ready for the workout. By every single exercise we're going to do during the workout, we're just going to start to prepare in this warm-up. Now one of the options that you've got, instead of these jumping jacks, would just be a half step. And that way then still bring the arms out to the side. So that's your option. And you can just do 2 or 3 on one side, or you can just keep coming back into the middle. Absolutely fine. Okay, and let me just take you into a little sideways stance here. Bring your hands up like we're in a fighting position. We're going to jab, cross, jab. And what we're going to do is jump 180 degrees, jab, cross, jab. Now as you're doing these, what I want you to start to think about is pivoting off your feet a little bit. Just so you start to get some mobility in the ankles, and just start to activate through the hips as you start to move from one side to the other as well. Doesn't need to be quick at this point. What we're doing is literally just getting the body prepared. Now just start to think about your arms. Just start to throw those hands at around about head height and just bring them back into your body nice and quickly there. Good. Good, okay. Now we're going to do a little bit of a knee strike here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a large step, take your knee up 3 times, then come back to the middle. You're going to pivot your feet, face into the opposite diagonal corner, and then drive your knee up 3 times again. Let's go. Pivot over to one side, drive your knees. Now we're going to turn this into one of our exercises. What we're going to do is give you an option of doing that into a deeper lunge position, and we're going to do 10 in a row. So that will be during the main body of the workout. Okay, now just relax there. Just shake out all your body. Let me introduce you to how this is going to work. We're going to be doing 45 seconds of work, and then what we're going to do is have 15 seconds recovery between each exercise. Now, the first exercise, what we're going to do is we're going to go down towards the floor. We're going to walk out, walk in, and push up high without any jumping, okay? So 45 seconds of work. Then we're going to take you into the knee drives, and then we've got a lateral lunge with a side bend, which I will show you as we get through, okay? So let's get ready. 45 seconds of work. Come and join me with these thrusting walkouts, okay? So hands down to the floor. Step out, step in, and then push up nice and high. So what we're looking to do is to start to build on the warm-up into a larger range of movement Something that's going to get your heart rates up, but at the same time, something that's going to really start to push your heart rate because of the range of movement that we're working on. So moving your feet all the way back out, and then back in again, and then reaching up high. You're not going to get much bigger range of movement. We're doing a combination of these walkouts to stand up. It's like an overhead press as well. Now you can feel like your heart rates are going up slightly. What we are going to do is each round of exercises, we're going to do twice. You start to build shape there. So you've got plenty of opportunity to start to build your fitness. Now let's show you the knee strikes. So it's going to be 10 knee strikes to one side, but you've got the option of taking it down into a lunge or just taking the knee strikes, okay? Let's get going over to the side. So pivot on the feet, 10. Now I'm going to give you the option of coming down into a lunge position. So that's one option. Or if you wanted to, it can just be the knee strike. So I'm adding in a bit of a lunge here. Good. Let's take it over to the opposite side. So pivot the feet over to the diagonal. So drive your knees, option the lunge back if you want that. Remember, it's your workout. We're going to build progressively. So if you want to get after it straight away, that's absolutely great. But remember, the option's always there. Let's pivot to the side. And one of the reasons why I say this is I always like to make sure that you're taking responsibility for the workout you're going to do. That way, it's not my fault if you're aching tomorrow. That's the big get out of jail card I have. Okay, here's your lateral lunge. Standing over to one side, lateral lunge, feet together, side bend, lateral lunge, over to the side, side bend. Okay, 45 seconds. Let's get moving. So lateral lunge, and then it's going to be the side bend, lateral lunge, side bend. We're always going to side bend out away from the center. Okay, so just have that one as your rule that we're going to work. That way then, if you're not sure, you know exactly where we're going to. So big lateral lunge, over to one side, back in, lean to the outside, okay? And you can see I'm always bringing my hands to the side of my head, and that way, I'm always going to start feeling, because otherwise what happens is your elbows start to come down, but you don't really get that side bend in. And the important thing here is to get that side bend in, and we start to challenge through the core and your mobility as well. Okay, let's do those 3 exercises again. Now, the first time we did it, we put our hands on the floor, we walked out, walked in, and we stood up. You've got the option to add in a little bit of a jump. 2 places you can jump, at the bottom or at the top. You can do one, you can do both, but let's get moving. So stepping out, come in, and push off if you wanted to. So it's walk out, and then push off. You can take this into a full burpee if you would like to get after it today, but there's no need to. We have got some good cardio exercises coming up later on. Remember what we said, this is going to be our conditioning. Then what we've got is core, and then we've got a cardio round, where we're going to push your fitness a little bit more. So you pick the intensity. If you want to get after it, go for it. Don't let me hold you back from pushing your fitness levels up. And I'm just going to stay here with a walkout and a push off. So these are your thruster progressions here. Okay, check it out. So knee drives. We're going to start over on this diagonal. So remember, the option is just to drive your knee. We'll do about 10 repetitions and then rotate over to the opposite side. Or you've got the option of taking it into a lunge position, driving your knee. So let's give this a go. You can see I'm reaching my arms and driving my knee in between my arms as I extend high and then drive my knee. So you've got the option to pick whichever intensity you want to. Okay, let's pick this over to the other side. Same thing again. So from that deep lunge, that's your option. Drive your knee up. Take a big range of movement. Think of it as a little bit of balance work. Big ranges. Reaching your arms high. Drive your knees forwards. Good. Okay, let's put it over to the other side. Let's get these last 10 seconds of it. Keep driving that knee big. Deep lunge back. Drive your knee up and through. Okay, relax there. Okay, lateral lunge with a side bend. So here's the option. Lateral lunge, side bend. But I'm going to stay low this time. That's your goal. So if you've got it in there, try and stay low the whole time. If you need to stand up, then just take a large step over to the side and we'll go from there. Let's go. Stay low. Lean to the side. Good. Try and stay low the whole time. Remember that hands go to the side of the head. It is your upper body that I want to bend, not just you bringing your elbows down. So try and take that big step over towards the side. The lower you go, the better the workout's going to be for your legs, but also you're going to start to feel like the legs start to tire. And that's what we're looking for here. I've got 15 seconds left of my timer. Then we're going to go down to the floor, so you can grab a mat, and we're going to hit your core. So these conditioning exercises are soon coming down. 5 seconds. Keep working as hard as you can. And relax there. Shake it like that. Let's grab a mat. If you've got one, if not, a towel or a jumper or something like that, just something to put down on the floor, just make it a little bit more comfortable for you. Now, the first thing we're going to do is lie on your oak. And what we're going to do, lift your feet up. I want you to wrap your arms around your knees. Then I want you to extend all the way out, wrap your hands around your knees, and then extend all the way back out. So these are called bear hug V-sits. The V-sit is because of the shape you create, coming into a V position, but the bear hug just gets you to pause for a second. You can put your heels on the floor till you start to lose your balance, but if you can, you're trying to maintain this stability when you hug your arms around your knees, just for a second, and then extend back out again. I love doing these. These are good exercises. Nice low impact. The further you lean backwards in this deep position, that's the way the money is. That's the best part of the exercise. It's that extension. Okay, let's turn you over onto your fronts from mountain climbers. So remember, we'll come back to all these exercises as well. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Bring yourself up into a strong press-up position, and then just walk your knees underneath your body. Nice steady movement. I don't need you to rush on these. Shoulder blades back and down. Let's get you in a strong, steady position. So I'm looking down at an imaginary line between my fingers and bring my knee directly underneath the chest, shoulder blades back and down. I want it to be slow and strong. One of your core exercises, they should always be with control. If you're going quickly here, the chances are your hips are going to be coming up and you're going to start to lose that plank. I want you to make this easy exercise hard because you're going to work hard on it. Not just keep moving until you hold your breath and run out of oxygen. So keep working strong and steady. Just over 5 seconds to go. Good work. And relax there. Okay, now we're going back to our V-sit, but with heel taps. So here's what's going to happen. You come into a V-sit, you tap the heel, and then come back in again. So you're not hugging, but what you're doing is just bringing your hands just to feel the touch of your shins. Extend, so you tap your heels, and then bring yourself back in. So it's not so much balance this time, but we're still extending and opening out the body, and then tapping your heels in. Try and keep a nice straight spine. So if you're keeping, imagine a bit of strings coming from the top of your head up towards the ceiling. I want you to look up to maybe the corner of the wall and the ceiling. Have a little look at scissors, anything you can spot, and just extend your body back. Now you've got the heels to touch the floor. One of your options to progress this would be your heels coming off the floor as well. So that's an option if you want it. We're going to keep your heels down just so that they tap and then extend and come back into that position as well. Good, okay, relax there. Now let's do those 3 exercises again. So the bear hug V-sit is your first one. Got 10 seconds recovery. Time for you to grab a quick drink if you need it. Now remember, on this next one, the bear hug V-sit, what we're looking to do is extend out, in, and if you can, keep the heels off the floor. Wrap your arms around your knees, just to get a bit of balance, and then extend back out again. So there's a little bit of stability work in the core for this one. And you should feel, because we keep extending through the hips, you actually might start to find that your hips start to tire a little bit, they almost fatigue. It will affect your stomach muscles and your abs, but you feel like your hips are working as well. So we'll make sure that we get some really good stretches on these towards the end of the workout. 15 seconds of work to go. Get that little balance in between if you can. Just pause for a second and then extend back out. 5 seconds of work to go. Trying to keep the heels off the floor is your challenge. Okay, let's turn you over into mountain climbing. So exactly the same as what we did last time. Very slow, very controlled. Make this easy exercise hard to get the best out of it as well. Starting in 5 seconds, hands underneath your shoulders. Strong press-up position in 3, 2, and drawing your knees underneath the body. Slow, steady march here. Just keeping your body working. You don't need to rush it. Going quickly does not help the core. It's about engaging the muscles and keeping everything working slow and strong. So keep this nice steady movement. Just imagine, if you think about the name of it, a mountain climber. If there was a mountain in front of you, not many of you would go sprinting straight up it. So keep it slow, keep it steady, keep it strong. Last 10 seconds of work. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, onto your back. Let's get you ready for these V6 heel taps. Okay, so heels are extended. You're going to bring yourself in and then back out again. But this time the heels are allowed to touch. If you want to make it harder, you can go into these positions. You don't get to hug the knees though, that's the challenge. Just touch them. Okay, so heel taps if you wanted to. So V-sit, just tapping your heels towards the floor, bring yourself back up again. Think about your hands touching your shins, because that will give you good height and also give you an opportunity to straighten for your spine. But what I don't want you to do this time is to hug in, where you gain a little bit of recovery as well. Again, keeping yourself extending. The lower you go back, the better. You almost want to feel like your spine is stabilized on the floor, so it's under control. Try and keep it nice and straight. So look up towards the ceiling and the wall. Look at where they meet, and just bring those close together. Okay, relax there. Let's get rid of the mats, just so we've got a little bit of space. And as you're happy moving on your mat, in which case then it can stay exactly where it is. So the next exercise is a pop-up cross squat. So you're going to go here, you're going to cross the legs, back to the center, touch the floor, and we alternate from one side to the other. Let's get moving. Let's get your heart rates up a little bit. So this is our cardio round. We had conditioning, we had core, now it's cardio. So pop up, cross the legs over, and just get me into that little bit of a jump. Just as you cross your legs, jump into that cross and back down again. Try and keep looking at the screen if you can. That way then your back will stay straight and you'll be looking forwards. 15 seconds of work together. Is where we want your heart rate to get up. So get after it if you can. Move quickly. Move with purpose. 3, 2, and relax there. Okay. Your next exercise is a mogul, okay? Now this comes from people who go skiing. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of a twist from side to side. So I'm going to use my arms to go in one direction, and my feet are going to go in the opposite direction. 45 seconds of a little twist here. So let's get moving. Now at first it doesn't seem too bad. Can you tell me how your calves feel? Okay, now we've prepared you for this. Remember the skipping that we did in the warm-up? This will get you working. So if you can, try and keep your hands at around about chest height. Now you've got options. If your arms out in front don't feel too comfortable, you can put your hands across your chest and drive your elbows if you want to, okay? So you've got a few options as to how you're going to do it. You should start to feel a little bit of burning in the calves. You should feel like your heart rate's up. I know mine is. So get going. 5 seconds of work. 3, and relax there. Okay, next we've got a split squat. So let me just help you out with what a split squat is. It's a lunge, but at the same time, we don't come out of this position. And what we're going to do is we're going to just jump forwards and backwards, okay? Let's get going on these. Now I'm going to move so that you guys can see my front feet. So I'm just moving from side to side. Now, if this isn't what's feeling comfortable for you, here's your option. You just move the front foot and you just push off, okay? So if you wanted to, just the front foot, maybe moving around about 10 inches at a time, but if you've got it in the locker, just a little push from side to side. Let's swap legs. So we've got 20 seconds of work on each side. You're going to feel this burning feeling happening now. Try and stay nice and low. Get the back knee down towards the floor. Try and keep weight equal between both feet. And relax, shake it out. Oh, they burn, they really burn. Okay, pop up cross jump coming up, okay? So, deep squat position, jump into that cross, back to the center, squat back down again in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Push off, get up there, nice and quick movement here. It's all about speed as you pop up from that touch of the floor into the crossing of the legs, and then back down again. Now we did say this is going to be our cardio round, so you should be feeling out of breath. Not a bad thing at all. I want you to get after it if you can. We've prepared you for this. Yes, you're going to be feeling this burning in the legs. It's not a bad thing at all. You've got 15 seconds of this exercise to go. Get your bum down nice and low. Get your back straight if you can. 10 seconds of work. Keep going. You're doing a great job. You've just got to keep moving now. 3, 2, and relax there. Oh, they're burning again, aren't they? Okay, we knew that the cardio round was going to be tough. You're doing a good job. Just got to keep with it. Moguls coming up next. Starting in 5 seconds. Feet move one way, hands go the opposite, and you twist. Okay? Let's go. 45 seconds of work. I'm going to see if I'll be out of breath at the end of this one. Completely going. Drive your arms from side to side. Keep pushing off the feet. I know so many people like going skiing. Ski season kind of finished a little bit early with all the coronavirus going on, so if you're a skier, you'll know this is a good conditioning drill for you. Okay, 15 seconds to go. Can we speed it up a little bit quicker? You're driving those arms around about chest height. If it's not the arms, it's your elbows. Just trying to get as much movement through the core as we can. 3, 2, 1. Okay, last exercises. These are hard ones, okay? This is our split squat with a lateral jump. 1 foot forwards, down to that deep lunge position. And we're just going to push from side to side, but we're staying low. This is how it looks sideways. Okay? Back knee goes down towards the floor. Let's hit this. 45 seconds of work. We'll do about 20 seconds, then we're going to swap the legs over. So just keep moving. Keep the arms out to the sides, just for a little bit of balance. Think about that back knee, staying low. Trying to keep yourself low. Imagine you're in a tunnel. You don't want to stand up too tall, you've got to bang your head. So stay low. It's burning. Okay, quick, change the legs. Let's get after it. Same thing again. Stay low. Stay low. Keep working. A little bit of movement. Like about 10 inches from side to side. Good 10 seconds to go. Oh, embrace that burning. Those legs are really feeling it now. 3, 2, oh wow. Good work, guys. Shake it out. Oh, let's let your heart rates come back down. What we're going to do is we're going to start in almost a reverse stretch setup. Let's do the chest to begin with. So hands behind you. Lift your chin and chest tall. Let your breathing come back to you. Oh, there's some tough exercises there. You've done good work there. Okay, let's work through the sides. Reaching your arms up nice and tall. Lean over to one side. Get a nice stretch through the side of the body. Good. Take it up and over to the opposite side. Good. Okay, breathing should start to come back down now. Good work. Okay, standing quad stretch. If you've got the balance, let's see. You can always hold on to something. So if there's a chair, a table, side surface, anything you've got, just bring your knees together, push the foot into the palm of your hand, get a nice deep stretch in there. Good work. Okay, shake it out over to the opposite side. Bring your knees together. Slight bend in the standing foot again. Keep yourself up nice and tall. Push the foot into the palm of your hand. That is how you're going to get the best stretch here. Good work. Okay, shake it out there. Right, we're going to do a figure 4 stretch. We'll do this on the floor because we're going to be doing some stretches down here anyway. So if you extend your legs out in front of you, place one foot across your thigh, not your knee, just on your thigh. And then from here, bend that extended leg and then push your chest towards your shin. What you're going to start to do is stretch down the outside of the buttocks, down the outside of the hips, starting to feel it coming down the side of the legs. Okay, extend the leg back out, swap the legs over, and bring that back up. So sitting nice and tall, nice straight spine, bring your chest towards your shin. Good work. Okay, let's take you through a couple of yoga movements here, just to help stretch out. So what we're going to do is a good stretch for the hip. So we did a lot of work in our core section on our hips. So hands underneath the shoulders. What I want you to do is I want you to lower your hips down towards the floor. Lift your chin and chest up. And start to feel that stretch. So it's almost like the weight of your body is pushing into your hip flexors. And you can see my knees are off the floor. Moving around a little bit. You lift the chin and chest tall. Now from here, push into the palm of your hand. Stick your bum up nice and high. Look towards your toes. And just walk through the heels. So as you start to pedal these heels back, you're going to get a nice stretch through your calves. And after doing those moguls, they need a good stretch out. So just hold that downward facing dog now. Push your chest towards your knees again. Think about lifting your hips up. Okay, bring into that up dog again. Bring the chin up, chest comes up, shoulder blades peel backwards. Let's do it one more time. It's downward facing dog. Now on the next one, it's the world's greatest running stretch. So bring one foot up to the palm of your hand. Now if it hasn't quite got there, physically move it. That's absolutely fine. And then from here, reach your arm up, push your back heel away to get a nice deep stretch all the way through the body. It's a great stretch working on the legs as well as it is the upper body as well. Okay, now from here, bring your hand down, step back to downward facing dog, over to the opposite side, and again, reach your hand up, push the back heel away to get a really nice lengthened stretch. Slowly bring yourself back into the center, bring your knees onto the floor. We're just going to roll up through your spine and just loosen your whole body out. Brilliant. My name is Matt Gleed. Thank you very much for joining us for this Matrix Fitness live workout. I hope you've enjoyed the class. We'll see you again at 12 o'clock or 5 o'clock this evening if you've been checking it out, see what's coming up. Look after yourselves and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.